Hello, Fabulous Pisces. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of November 2018. Looking at life and love. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What an amazing month it is. We have an active and powerful sky with planets on the move into new signs, moving forward, and most important, one of the most important movements this month is going to happen in the middle of the month when Neptune, your ruling planet in your sign, moves forward. Neptune going direct represents an important moment for you where you get more clear about who you are and your direction. I do feel like you are one of the signs out there most likely to feel like all of a sudden, snap of fingers and some light came on. Some awareness came home and some understanding about what has been happening in your life and where it is that it is a reflection of who you are, where it is that it is not reflecting who you are, and where it is that you truly are ready to move forward with greater clarity and greater self-honesty. Well, all of that is taking place in the middle of the month. For some Pisceans out there, it's going to be quite a surprise. For others, it'll be a more gentle awakening. But regardless, you will feel like in some key way, your life and your awareness is moving forward. Elsewhere in the sky, it truly is a big month. About a week into this month is when a few important things are happening. So one is Jupiter, your ancient ruling planet, is going to be changing signs. Now, what's happening with your ancient ruling planet and your modern ruling planet both are very important because these are representatives of you in the sky. And when they change signs or change directions, it is that much more meaningful for you. So having Jupiter move into a brand new part of your sky, moving into the highest part of your sky, having to do with things like career and social standing and life purpose, it sets you up for an incredible career-related year ahead. Well, actually more than a year, because this energy is going to take you right towards the end of 2019. Now, I'm going to talk a lot more about this in the Jupiter special horoscope, so be on the lookout for that in the early part of November on my YouTube channel. But for now, I do think when we talk about this month, this move of Jupiter, and then you add to this, it is a Mercury retrograde month with Mercury meeting Jupiter in the sky for a total of 3 meetings as part of the larger Mercury retrograde season. Well, it does tell me that there's going to be an awareness on your part. There's going to be a sense of you having conversations with people that raise your sights, that help you to think more expansively about the possibilities in your life. And chances are there's going to be a lot of opportunities as well that find you starting this month, starting right now, that I think you're going to love very much. Right around the same time, Uranus will change signs as well. Uranus is going to retrograde back into the sign just after yours, which represents a financial part of your sky. You have been on a journey where it comes to money, how you earn your money, how you spend your money as well. And that has been taking place since the beginning of the decade. So then you got a little bit of a break from this energy starting in the spring up until now. When Uranus started giving you a little taste of what it's going to look like for the next 7 years or so. So now here we are with Uranus retrograding back into this part of the sky that helps you to align with a higher vision and a higher purpose for your life and align your finances with it. How you spend your money is a reflection of some truth that you believe, whether it's a truth about yourself or a truth about the world or a truth about the resources or the truth about what you value. Some truth is being expressed there. You'll get a chance to look at that more deeply to make sure that the learning is truly with you now and going forward for the rest of your life. You'll also get to look at how it is that you're earning money and how that is a reflection of some truth as well, and where it is that you are ready to do things differently or shine a little bit more uniquely where it comes to the way in which you earn money in order to provide for yourself and to those to whom you are responsible. Under the same sky, a week into this month, we've also got, under the same sky, a new moon. Now this new moon, I love for you. It's happening in fellow water sign Scorpio. It is speaking in supreme harmony with Neptune in your sign, and also speaking in harmony with Pluto. This to me is energy that is magical, that is miraculous, and it's almost as if you are believing in the miracles and therefore they happen for you. This new moon represents new opportunities and new beginnings in the part of the sky that has to do with a few things, including long distance travel, immigration, citizenship, higher learning, legal matters as well. All of these are likely to get some sense of movement, of new beginnings that feel like an absolute blessing. Remember, it is this Neptune connection that says dream come true and feeling very guided, feeling a spiritual connection as part of your exploration of ideas and of the world. And in some way, you will find yourself feeling very blessed and beginning a new chapter. So whether that is that you finally get the letter, you finally get the document, you finally get the acceptance, or somehow you may also find, almost magically so, the chance to travel may come about as well. And if so, it'll end up being a spiritual pilgrimage for you. Well, all these areas are very blessed at this time. As we move towards the later part of the month, right around the 22nd of the month, we're going to have a full moon. This full moon is happening at the very foundation of your chart, a part of the sky that has to do with home and family of origin and your past, and considering your past differently. Well, this full moon will be standing across the sky from Jupiter and Mercury, and will also be speaking with Mars in a larger conversation that astrologers call a T-square. So it looks like there's a lot of motivation. You'll probably have to go home in some way, however you understand home to be, or just spend more time at home as well. With that Mercury and Jupiter standing across the sky, what it does suggest is there's a sense of something you're really wanting, whether it's a goal you're hoping to reach or some fulfillment you're hoping for. And you have to consider what's possible now and what's going to be possible for you if you work towards it, if you give it a little bit of time. And so ultimately, when we have a full moon like this and it's standing across from Jupiter, what it says is that there's a journey, there's a process that's going to get you to where it is that you want to go. Right now, there may be some reward, there may be some fulfillment, but if you want that larger fulfillment, you're going to have to trust the journey that will get you there and do your part as well. This will be very much a topic of conversation. Keep in mind at this time, if you do get any kind of like career-related contracts, they may not be as ideal as you may like, or there might be some inaccuracies in there as well. But ultimately, you will find the right balance for you. Mars, speaking to this configuration, is in your sign by this point. It is going to be in the middle of November that Mars officially moves back into your sign. And so what that tells me is that you have the energy, you have the determination. It is you that is particularly focused at this time to make something good happen for yourself and in your life. Now, when it comes to matters of love, that Mars is going to be important as well. If you watched the Mars retrograde season special horoscope for your sign, you might have remembered I told you at that time in that special horoscope that it really is going to be when Mars enters your sign that you will feel a sense of understanding and of completion of this Mars retrograde season. It's like a lot of the retrograde season took place with Mars in the sign just before yours. So there was a lot stirring under the surface and in your spirit and in your soul. Now with Mars entering your sign mid-month, you are ready to move forward with what so far has just been a feeling or an energy or a dream. You are now feeling more fully embodied and ready to engage life. And that includes in levels of love as well. Absolutely. You add to this in the middle of the month, we are going to have Venus going direct as well. So these layers make it that much more of a important month for you where it comes to matters of love. For those of you who are open to meeting someone new, I do think that this is going to be truth time, really is what it comes down to. The truth of what you feel, the truth of what works for you and what doesn't where it comes to love, but also the truth about a given situation is very likely going to take place, given that Venus is going to go direct in a part of the sky that has to do with an emotional truth, and it's the truth of what you really feel. If it is that there are trust issues there on your part that have kept you from a relationship that you say that you want, but the energy and your energy hasn't lined up with that, this is going to be a time of profound honesty with yourself in that regard. Neptune going forward is going to help you with that much more. And this ultimately is part of moving you towards the love that you truly do desire and do deserve. For those of you who are getting to know somebody or have someone kind of in your sphere, this is, like I said, truth is coming out at this time, that's for sure, in the middle of the month. And you will be very honest with yourself about what you feel about it. It's like there's no denying your emotions when Mars is moving through your sign. There's no denying what it is that you hoped for and what the reality is when Neptune goes forward in your sign. And when Venus goes forward in the part of the sky, this really is having to take an honest evaluation of yourself and this other person. If it's working, you're all in. If it isn't going to work, you will know that as well, and you will be completely ready to make a change. For those of you in an established bond, having Venus go forward, where it's going to go forward, has to do with a deeper intimacy with your partner. There's another layer to this as well, which has to do with your partner's finances. And you may find after mid-month, your partner's finances start growing stronger going forward, which should be very welcome. At the same time, I do feel as I look at this sky that you are going to get more honest with yourself about how you really feel about a given situation in a way that you haven't wanted to be honest with yourself before. I'm not seeing, where it comes to relationships, it's not surprise energy here. What it is energy of realization and energy of acceptance. Energy of knowing the blessings that your partner brings into your life. And the great thing is that since you're seeing things clearly, you're able to ensure that your perspective is grounded so that you truly do appreciate the blessings that are there and not just telling yourself that they are there. At the same time, with Neptune going forward in your sign, with Mars entering your sign, you're taking ownership for your happiness and ownership for the change that you desire in your life moving forward, making your relationship that much more harmonious. What I love about this month for you, look, I think it's going to be that new moon in the first part of the month. It is just so magical. It is so beautiful. It is so miraculous. I do think it's going to feel like in an instant the whole world looks different. It's going to look like a supportive and spiritual place. But the truth is, it always is. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this every week by logging on to nadiyashah.com. Sign up to be one of my superstars. Superstars get expanded exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, and so much more. All of this in the superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.